Okay, it's recording. So basically today I'm going to present the new Dina range of controllers. Most of them, actually one of them, the Dina DR1, the highest product from the range, has been sold for a couple of months now, and it's doing well. It's not finished, which means that some of the features are still missing, but I guess for very minimum, which is the DMX, it's working fine. So there is a second product coming in the range, and there will be more range in the future. But at the moment, the contents of that webinar will be like the two main products of the Dina range, which are the Dina DR1 and Dina DR2. They're both available in light versions, and I'm going to explain that. And of course, I'll be able to answer some of your questions when I'm done with the presentation. So let's start. First of all, so these are the two controllers available at the moment: the Dina DR1 and Dina DR1 Lite. You'll see like Lite every time, as we have created a light version of each of them, which in fact they come with limited features but upgradable. This is what we wanted to create, is have a cheaper product and offer the possibility to upgrade the device with different options. For example, let's say basically the Dina 1, this one like on the left, can output 6 DMX universes as standard, when the light version can output 2 only, but there is the possibility to upgrade like to 3, 4, 5, and 6 universes. This is basically, imagine you don't need you need 3 or 4 universes. You don't have to buy the complete product. There is a possibility to buy a kind of customized product with 4 universes. So that is something that can be done when the product is purchased, or later. We offer the possibility to do that like 2, 3, 4 years later, no problem. The customer wants like to add a universe, it will be possible. They just need to you just have to go online and see with us like for the price of the update, and this is just like a firmware update. This is not really a firmware update. The firmware stays the same, but this is the information is stored into the device. So today, 2 controllers, both DIN rail, of course, DIN rail mounting, and you can see like almost the same design. And the main difference is the size. You can see like the DR1 on the left uses 3 modules, 3 DIN rail modules, when the DR2 uses 2 only. And both are coming in standard and light version. So what I'm going to talk first about what is global to those 2 controllers, and then I'll be more specific. What are the differences between the versions? First of all, they are all programmable with the new ESA Pro 2 software. Not only actually, but because they're also compatible with the old ESA 2, the basic software. But if you want to take benefit of all the new features, you have to switch to ESA Pro 2, as we haven't implemented the new features to the old software. I'm talking about triggers, for example. We'll see later what I'm talking about, but this requires the use of the new software for the programming. So ESA Pro 2 is able to work with this basic timeline programming software, and it offers like a lot of possibilities for pixel mapping, automations. It gives the possibility to create different layers of timelines, and therefore like this is really useful for LED programming. I've done some presentation last year about that software. They're available on our YouTube channel, and I'm working on tutorial at the moment. I'm a bit late. I started very fast, like early December, and now I'm a bit late. but this is part of my schedule for the next week. So I guess I'll be done with the tutorial around March or April. But I have like something like 80 videos to make, as I wanted to focus on specific features every time. So do like short videos, like 1, 2, 3 minutes maximum, so people can just, you don't have to browse and watch all the video to reach like a specific feature. So ESA Pro 2. Then all those new devices, they are not only DIN rail. I mean, which means we could have done that in the past using our old devices and just build like somehow take the PCB and fit that in a new DIN rail module. But this is not what we've done. We're talking about completely new products, which means they're used like a new generation of CPU and a lot more memory, so they offer a lot more possibilities. So the new controllers are multi-zone. For example, they guess that you can control up to 5 zones with the DR2 and up to 20 different zones with the DR1, which means you can play different sequences, multiple sequences at the same time. They do control 16-bit channels. 16-bit channels are very useful for entertainment product like moving heads and features like that, but also now with the standard RGB white features, sometimes they do work with 2 channels for per color, to offer like more accurate colors and values. And what is important is the last point, new recovery mode. This is something we've been working a lot on, because we know that in some countries, not only countries but some installation, the controller is not powered at all time, and this is sometimes difficult to with the old product to tell what to do when the power is switched back on. So now with that new recovery mode, whatever the time, I mean, imagine it's 3 in the morning, there is a power failure for some reason, and the power comes back, let's say like half an hour after. The unit will be able to calculate where it should be. If it's a static color, no problem. I mean, whatever the time you get the power back, you'll turn the color on again. But imagine this is, for example, a 24-hour scene. I'm taking like a very fancy example, but imagine you want to work with a 24-hour scene. You don't want with a or circadian color. Like imagine circadian color from 8 in the morning to 5 p.m. for example. But you don't want the product, if the product get the signal back on at 4 in the afternoon, so 2 hours or 3 hours later after the power failure. You don't want the device to come back to the beginning of the scene, but to reach the specific point where it should be. And so the device will be able to do that. So if it's like 4 p.m. it gets the signal back, then it will be able to look in the timeline where it should be, and display send the right DMX information. So this is for the standalone engine, and of course that standalone engine offers new possibilities for the triggers, which is what I'm going to talk about now. Regarding triggers, two comments here. Time and date, of course, are available. RS-232 with the DR1, not with the DR2. Ethernet commands for, let's say, they are basically UDP or TCP commands, and DALI for the DR1 only. All those triggers can be combined under conditional procedure. This is, let's say, take like two examples. First of all, imagine you're working with the museum. You've got like one room with different artists, some like sculpture, for example, and you want a scene to be played when someone gets into the room. So you have to, for example, work with contact closure and decide like to have a contact closure number 1 to start the scene number 1. Let's say this is what you want. But imagine now there is someone coming again into the room. You don't want that scene to start again. So there will be the possibility to have a condition and say like port 1 activates that scene if the scene is not being played already. That's the first example. This is something that wasn't possible with the old generation of devices, but it is possible now. Second condition could be I want that scene to be started at 10 p.m. every day, but I don't want that scene to be started if the fire alarm is on, and we know that that fire alarm has been connected to the port number 2. So you have the possibility as well to check for that port number 2 and make sure it's not closed, which means there is a fire, and to not start the scene in case of fire. This is also for basic time triggers. When you want to have like a specific date, you say like I have that evening scene that has to be started every day at 9 p.m. but I don't want that scene to be started on December 25th for Christmas or whatever, like February 14th for the Valentine. So you have the possibility as well to check for dates and time. So this is very complete, very powerful engine, very powerful triggering possibility, and this has to be programmed with a ESA Pro 2 software. There is also a specific tutorial for this. And the last thing I want to talk about, which is global, this is the LS Cloud possibility. I've done a presentation some months ago, but this was like very basic. This was really big in the beginning. Now we're getting closer to the release of the service. We've got some customers using it at the moment as beta, but we haven't officialized yet, as we were waiting for our device to be able to establish their connection to the cloud as plug and play device. We don't want you to have some very some IT people to get into the some local settings to authorize this and that. We wanted this to be able to be easy connected to the cloud, and very secure, which is sometimes something difficult to handle. So it took time. So now we're ready, and we'll give the possibility to some customers, if they're asking to test the new association. This is what we call association. This is to associate a device to the cloud service. So we'll give that possibility to specific customers within like the next couple of weeks. So that LS Cloud service is not free, which means that the new devices are compatible, but there is a yearly fee depending on on what you want. There are like 3 levels of service, like some very basic free, and then medium with standard features, and then advanced features with the full version. I'll do a presentation soon for the 3 introducing the 3 different package plans. So let's start now with the specific features of the DR1 and DR1 Lite. Every time a feature will be missing in the Lite version, I'll talk about it. So they are like it is DRAM mounting, of course, and it can output up to 3,702 channels. So basically 6 TMX universes. The Lite version includes 2 universes at standard, so 1024 channels. There will be quick remark, there will be soon a new version of this Dina DR1, so the exact same product with more dynamic channels based on eDMX. So it will be ARPANET or SACN. You can see like there are like 6 hard connections for DMX, so standard DMX connection, plus, minus, and ground. And we'll give the possibility soon to output the DMX over the RG45, and there will be more DMX available. So I can already say it will be around 12 DMX universe, which means that every device will have the possibility to output 12 DMX universes over the RG45 connector. So they will be using ARPANET or SACN protocols. So this is the third point: multiple output protocols. So DMX standard, eDMX, ARPANET, SACN, DALI, LED pixel, which is a standard SPI connection, so you can connect some addressable LED directly to the controller. Memory storage is on SD card, so that you can see the SD card player here. So we're compatible with FAT32 standard and up to 32 GB memory card. The product is scalable over Ethernet, so you've got the possibility to extend. Imagine you want 12 universes, 18. You have the possibility to link several controllers together in order to increase the amount of DMX channels. That feature is now available. This is something that is scheduled for Q2 21, so a couple of months from now. We then triggers. So this is the TCA, so the new triggers that which are available from the device, offers some possibilities. There are some possibility of integration as well. So time and calendar ports. There are 8 contact closure on the device. Audio. There is an audio input, so it offers the possibility. The audio input offers the possibility to, for example, imagine you have a dynamic scene and you want that scene to be synchronized with the music. Could be useful for fountains, for example, for whatever, wherever you need like some basic audio synchronization. So this is a bit analyzed, and you can assign this to the dynamic sequence. RS-232 as well, with still some. There are still some installation with using RS-232 like for building management, for example, or whatever, wherever you could have this. DALI, so we will offer the possibility to control DALI devices, so to send some information to the DALI to say like turn that light on or whatever, but also the possibility to receive information and for example DALI touch panels or DALI sensors. There will be the possibility to assign some this kind of triggers to any of the scene or any other feature of the device. Triggers, they are not only to start the scene, you can also work on the dimmer, on the hue, on the color. You can play, start, stop a scene. There are many, you can stand by the controller. There are a lot of possibilities. Everything can be combined, which means you could combine calendar, time, and ports. This is what I talked about a couple of minutes ago when I was talking about the combination procedure. So these devices offer the possibility to be controlled and programmed over our mobile app, so smartphone and tablets. So we've got now at the moment two apps for the remote standard light pad application, which is a basic table of buttons offering the possibility to trigger the different scenes stored into the device, and ESA Remote Pro, which does the same at the end, but with the possibility to customize the screen and design your own user screen. And of course, the LS Cloud compatibility, which requires a subscription fee. LS Cloud is available with the LS Cloud is available with the DR1 only, and as an option with the DR1 Lite, which means that and this is an expensive option. So which means that if you need the LS Cloud, you'll have to switch to the DR1 instead of the DR1 Lite. Audio as well is available with the DR1 and not DR1 Lite. So there are like different options like that, which are easy to find from our website. There is a basic table where you can compare the different devices and see the differences between the Lite and the standard. So DR2, which is the for let's say like the DR1 is for large installation, and the DR2 for lower to mid-range installation. It includes 3 DMX universes maximum. In fact, there are like 2 standard and 1 is an option. Same SD card data storage, same triggers, except there is no RS-232 and no audio. The rest is the same: time calendars, ports, TCP, UDP. This is the exact same. It works the same. It offers the same possibilities, but you won't be able to use RS-232. If you really need RS-232, DR1. If you really need audio, DR1. Smartphone and tablet control is the same as well, so no differences. And the LS Cloud compatibility is the same as well. So LS Cloud, for example, will offer, let's talk about it like very briefly. You can remote control, so you can give like an access to the controller to just like to the customer, sorry, to trigger any scene. Let's say you have a table of different buttons, scene 1, scene 2, scene 3. But it also offers the possibility to create some schedule. For example, quick question: EDMX on DR2? No, it is not. EDMX is only on DR1. Sorry. So the DR1 is not multi-protocol. This is DMX only. DR2, sorry. DR2 is only DMX. So LS Cloud, so remote control, and then of course possibility to update the firmware, change like service the controller, update the firmware, change the time, the clock, add a new layer of triggers. So you have the possibility, for example, to program some time triggers within the controller with the programming, and you can add a new layer into the cloud. This is something, for example, you haven't thought about when you were doing the programming. You can add a new layer of time triggers and create some procedure to start like 1, 2, 3 scenes eventually on different sites. Imagine you have a chain of different stores, like and you want to create a specific button to specific, not button but specific procedure to start like 2, 3, 4 scene 4 times the same scene on 4 different sites at the same time. So you have the possibility to do that from the cloud, according that the devices are connected to the cloud, of course, with the right option. So this is something can be done, and then you'll have the possibility to using the log, for example. There is let's say the customer calls you, you can check online for default, like some lights it didn't show up the night before, so the customer is upset. So you can go online, check what went wrong, download the log file and see, like for example, the power was off or any other problem. You'll be able to do that remotely and save time and cost and not travel to eventually change the programming as well from your office, instead to travel to the site. Okay, so I guess I'm like almost done for the presentation. I've done all the difference. Yep, I've shown all the difference between the controllers. Do you have any question? So I have answered to the EDMX question already. So but if you have any other question, please, you can turn the micro on. We're not a lot, so you can talk if it's easier, instead of writing and ask the question. Yes, no, no questions. You know everything already. I had never questioned when I was at school, but every time I was going back to home after all, and I was like, oh come on, I don't know how this works. No questions? Okay, no questions. So you know everything. So if you don't have any questions, then is the app control will be included? Yeah, all the app are included. Yes. Oh, talking about the app, there's something I can show you today. To do that, I need to. We are preparing a new device, a new remote device. So far we were working with how can I say, with different apps compatible with iOS or Android devices, but we are about to launch our own tablet. So it will be like a wall-mounted tablet based on Android, but with preloaded apps, which means the customer won't have access to the Android system. We have created like a new layer of Android, so we give the customer the opportunity to launch the app, access some basic settings like Wi-Fi network settings, RJ45 settings, because the product is Ethernet as well, and so this is a product that we'll be launching soon, and we will I'll do a presentation, I guess, before the end of February. We have launched the production, so this is something we should have available next month. So this is basically a 7 inches tablet coming with our own apps, and that will be like fully compatible with the DR2, DR1, and light version, and with the Stick DR3 as well. Can Stick connect on LS Cloud 2? Yes and no. The Stick DR3 can be connected. This is the only one that can be connected to the cloud, and it can be connected to this not to the full version, which means that only remote control will be available. So you have the possibility to remotely trigger the sequences, the scenes, but not update the firmware, not change the internal settings, not update the show. So it will have like we have we've got 3 different plans. The free plan, which is like just to say like, hello, are you there? The mid-range plan, which is the one that is compatible with the DR3, and the full service that will be compatible with the Dina DR2 and DR1 only. The talking about that, the new website showing all those plans is about to be launched. It will be ready by the end of the week. So if you we will share the link soon. It's basically cloud.lightingsup.com. It's almost finished already, so you can go there and look for the different plans. Any other question? No? So if no more question, then we can stop the presentation. Not for now, okay? No problem. It was a pleasure. Feel free to contact me anytime if you need more information. Hopefully, I'll be able to travel someday. I don't want to say like soon, because it's impossible to say, but I hope before the summer, and do some presentation in different countries and trade shows as well, if one day we have the right to do trade shows again. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.